Hey people, what's up? My name is Art. Welcome back to a new video. This is a rant. Okay, so I'm taking a little break from the job real fast. My afternoon break. I'm entitled for 15 minutes, so I'm going to talk for hopefully 10. Where to start? So earlier today, when I was eating lunch, I came across a TMZ article. There's an NBA player named Andrew Wiggins. Okay, and I'm like, who the hell is Andrew Wiggins? Who the hell is this guy? He plays for the Golden State Warriors. Okay, so what? Why is this guy in the news? What's going on? What's going on is that he was forced to get vaccinated. He was forced to get vaccinated. And now, all of a sudden, everybody is looking around. It's like, well, you shouldn't have been forced to get vaccinated. You shouldn't have been forced to. The NBA came to him and says, guess what? Vaccinate. You want to play, get vaccinated. Otherwise, look for jobs opportunities somewhere else. And he goes, you don't own your own body. He goes, you don't own your own body. And I'm sitting right here. I read the article. And I'm like, okay. And I looked at it from two different angles. Now, mind you, this is not a comic book related stuff. So if you're looking for comic book related stuff, skip this one. If you want to hear the little rant, go right in. I don't know exactly what you're thinking about or how you feel about it, but this is my viewpoint on this little incident. It's a no-brainer. At this particular time, there is no legal precedent that says an employer cannot mandate your health. They can't. There's nothing to say that they cannot do that. For example, it would make sense if you work at a hospital or in some kind of health related facility, you should get vaccinated for a whole bunch of stuff so that way you don't get it. Okay? An employer can't, at this particular time, they can mandate you to get the vaccinated. They can. There's no legal precedent that says they cannot do it yet. True, two people from my alma mater sued the school. They sued their school, and the school says, okay, you don't have to get vaccinated. But since you're not going to get vaccinated, you get weekly COVID tests. You got to travel separate from the group. Okay. And then you have to wear a mask. Okay, there you go. You don't get vaccinated, but this is what you got to do. And did that work out for you, girls? It worked out for you, but that's what you have to do, girls. That's your choice. He felt violated that he was forced to do it. No, you didn't have to. Do something else besides an NBA player. You went to school, right? Most NBA players are recruited from colleges, so that means you should have a degree in something. So that means if the basketball career falls off, you got something to fall back on. But you made the choice. But this guy made the choice to get the vaccinated so he can play and keep his good NBA money. And people are complaining about it. You had a choice, bro. NBA or no NBA. That's your choice. Well, they shouldn't be able to force it. They can. Think about this. Some employers have the right to look at your social media posts. They do. They should. You don't know that? Oh, really? Because they want to see what your kind of shit you're posting. I had a friend who worked at a very prestigious furniture place in Michigan, and one of his things that he had to do, he had to give them access to his social media presence. Sorry. So that means at any time they could look at your social media. Even my job, they could look at your social media. So they could look at any of my social. My job could look at my job as one of the unwritten rules is that they should be able to look at my social media post if they want to. But that's your social media. My job says they have that right. Or I find myself another job. And since I like the kind of job I do, and I get paid for very well for the kind of job I do, go right ahead. Look at my post. Go right ahead. You realize how kind of kooky I am. My job even investigated my YouTube channel. They did. They didn't tell me exactly, but what happened is years ago I did a video about depression, and I talked about my depression, and I put it out there. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. I made the mistake of putting it on Facebook. Everybody on my Facebook looked at it and said, wow, I didn't realize this. I didn't realize it. Wow. And a lot of them start DMing me and said, wow, I feel the same way. And then we kind of hash stuff out. One of my coworkers showed my video to another coworker, and this guy went to my bosses and said that I was trying to kill somebody. They thought that he was so worried that he thought I was going to go to my job and go postal. So they investigated my YouTube channel. Sorry, my Facebook. Okay, comic book stuff, comic book, anime, comic book, music, some political, but not too much political, and this video. Okay, you know what? I don't think there's, and basically they said, I don't think there's a problem, but I think you might want to talk to him about it. My boss talked to me. Oh, no big deal. Okay, cool. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, they have that right. They have that right. So, I mean, you got to think about it. Even though your employer, you have set, you make this amount of hour, which is set in stone. And there's some unwritten rules that they don't tell you or you don't pay attention to. I just use that as an example. Now, do I think the employer should force a vaccine on you? I don't think they really should, but I can't say whether it's a legal thing or not. I guess some lawsuits should be coming about very soon, because I heard some medical facilities fired their whole staff because of not getting vaccinated. You're going to be in contact with COVID patients. And the idea is you're going to get involved with some COVID patients. And if you get it, that means we're down a person, which we need you at the moment. So getting vaccinated will help. That's the ideal about it, I think. Maybe. Who knows? That's what I would think, but who knows? But anyway, so here's the funny thing. This guy who makes about over $200,000 a year. I'm just gonna say he makes over $200,000. This NBA player felt that he was violated. Consider the fact that there's a lot of rules for sports stars. So they want you to get vaccinated. and you got vaccinated so that way you could still play basketball. You're doing what you love, but you had to take the jab. Okay, in my opinion, okay, fine. You're going to city. You're going to be involved with a whole bunch of people. Okay, well then, they didn't give you an option. That's your choice. In my opinion, that's your choice, bro. You could have said, "Screw it, I'm out of here." You could have said that and be done with it. And then guess what? Cry foul still. And the funny thing is, a lot of the responses I heard about it, it gets from logical to super absurd. And I'm like, dude, just oh my gosh, it just boggles my mind sometimes. But anyway, when I heard about this, I felt like I had to say something about it. And I was trying not to say anything, but somehow it had to come out. But anyway, let me know what you think. If you think that NBA player was wrong to make him take the vaccine, or you think, well, hell, it makes perfect sense. They have every right. Let me know what you think, and maybe we could affect some change sometime. All right. So my 15-minute break is almost over, and I'm going to get back to you sometime in the future.